We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got him in, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. That is caught at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Geis with a carry on second down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Reynolds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Reynolds looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw on third down. Reynolds. Hard throw, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
To throw on second down. Reynolds dumps it off for Geis. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Here we go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A sneak good for 2, but it's still going to set up a third down. They'll go with the keeper.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Dancing to his left. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready.
Winston from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at them. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A pretty big third down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way in the next down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Reynolds. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The give is to Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They start on the ground with Geis. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reynolds. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action. Reynolds. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Reynolds buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
He really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Reynolds. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Off the play fake, Winston eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. Yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the second half with a run by Geis, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ohio! Flex round!
Throwing on first down. Reynolds. They'll check it down to Geis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Operating from the gun. Reynolds throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it, and they're running right through it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, Reynolds. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings. And
it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Winston. And an alley to run. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks, sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
First down, Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Flex round! Flex round!
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Reynolds. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play action now, Winston. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Jameis Winston with his fourth touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 36 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D